everyone, and welcome to another episode of Clarity in the Chaos, where we attempt to bring some vertical clarity into the midst of our horizontal chaos. You know, that really is the only way we get clarity is when we put God first. He is the author and the engineer of life, and so He has answers for life. And when He is the first place, when He, the vertical, is first place for us, then we get some horizontal clarity. You know, anytime there is a new situation introduced, anytime our circumstances are upended or changed, there's always the element of fear that can come to play in that moment because we face it with uncertainty. But fear is designed by God to be replaced with faith, and it is to be able to eliminate the fear and in place of it, give us confidence as we move forward. And fear has the power to really cause some damaging effects in our life. And it always has an effect. It always causes something to come into our life, our heart, our mind, our emotions. One of those can be laziness. It is an effect. It is not a root. It is what comes as a result of something else in our life. A person who is filled with anxiety and fear will have possibly the result of laziness in their life. They will not want to get up, not want to try, not be ambitious, not be creative for fear of what others will think, for fear of failure, for fear of the cost. We come to Proverbs 26 today. There's a fascinating, picturesque verse that helps us see the reality of this truth. We're in verse 13 today, and it says this: "The lazy man says, 'There is a lion in the road. A fierce lion is in the streets.'" Now, there's much in this chapter about those who are lazy, but here we have this incredibly insightful picture of what's going on inside the lazy man's mind. He has formulated in his mind perspective and opinion about what is outside, and it is keeping him inside. He is kept on his couch, kept in the chair because of anxiety about what is outside, and it has produced an effect. It has made him lazy. Let's look at his situation here. We don't know if there really is a lion in the road or in the streets. A fierce lion exists. We just know that this is what he is convinced of. So there could really be. For the sake of our discussion, let's assume that there is. Worst case scenario, let's assume that this man is correct, that there is a lion in the road and there's a fierce lion in the streets. The only option he is presented with in his own heart and mind is that I must not go out. This moves me to inactivity. This immobilizes me. This eliminates all other possibilities. What an interesting thing. What a fascinating power that fear has over us. Because in this moment, again, assuming the lion is real, that there really is a fierce lion in the streets, and he is hungry, and he is roaring, and he is bent on destruction, then what do? Do you just lock your door and stay inside? Well, there are other options that fear caused this man to miss. You know, faith is designed to come in at this point and give us new perspective, give us new insight. So what this man missed was the possibility that God could protect him if he went out into the streets. Faith that God would be bigger than his circumstance. What this man missed is the faith in God to empower him to overcome this lion. He missed out on the possibility that God could protect him, empower him, give him creativity, give him insight, give him a way to protect himself and even overcome this lion. His fear also kept him from realizing, hey, this lion is a threat to other people. I must get out there and eliminate the threat for the sake of others. But fear will make you be consumed with yourself. So this man missed out on faith that would cause him to get up out of his seat, get up off the couch, get out the door, get equipped, get armed, get creative, get passionate, and protect others from this lion. He missed out on ingenious ways that God could have given him to trap the lion, to remove the lion, to destroy the lion if necessary. But this is what fear does. It immobilizes you. It eliminates options. It eliminates the possibility that God is speaking and is moving and does have a way to fill you with passion, to not just protect yourself, but set others free. The New Testament reminds us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, not just a thought, but something deeper. God has not put in us a heart, a spirit, an essence that is driven by fear, something that keeps us immobilized, keeps us from being creative, keeps us from being active, keeps us from being passionate for the sake of others. Faith is designed to empower us. God has not given us a spirit, an essence, a breath of fear, but instead has given us a breath, a spirit, a passion for energy, love for others, and real clarity in our thoughts. He's not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. So today, as you are observing your circumstances and you are listening to the news of what is out in the street, whether it be real or not, let the Spirit of God be the one that motivates you. Don't listen to a spirit that causes you to be immobilized, that causes you to be inactive, that causes you to be disconnected from God. Instead, listen to that spirit inside, given to you by God, that drives you to activity, that drives you to ingenuity, that drives you to faith and great purpose for love and passion and the sake of others and for the glory of God. Be active, do something, move at the call of the Spirit of God within you. Don't listen to a voice that keeps you locked down, but listen to the voice that calls you to activity in whatever creative way God would give you outlet for that in this day. Don't be afraid of a lion. Instead, face it with faith, and God will give you great clarity then in the midst of the chaos.